And hello, sleepies.
It's about time, bitch.
My name is Miss Tiffany Morgan.
Rowena away. It's Troy.
What's going on here?
Just a whole lot of celebrity.
Pause for applause. Woo.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Are we back in Sweet Pea Studios for What's the Maple Tea? Your live broadcast podcast with your hostesses, me, Rowena Way, and
Me, Miss Tiffany Morgan.
I am so happy to be back because being away was exhausting.
We need you more in the center of the camera, I think.
Am I off to the side?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
You know, I do run a little left.
To the left, everything out in a box to the left. Hashtag that was original.
Yeah, that was original music by Tiffany Morgan featuring accompaniment by Rowena Way.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Did you just say it's been a long time since we've been back in the
It's
studio?
been a while.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been at least almost 3 weeks for me.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
We had Mimiosa here 2 weeks ago.
We did.
Well, actually virtually. And yeah, that was quite the interview.
Interview,
Mm-hmm.
not podcast interview.
Yeah, I would call it an interview. I think it wasn't more of an interview.
Mimi's
I
like,
wa-
I'm too good for this podcast. You get to interview me.
I was like, is this time for the intervention? Are we going to be doing the interventions now? But no, I decided not to.
No interventions. She's not here anymore. She's gone.
Yes.
She's gone. She's left us.
I love how she posted some photos where she's cooking. She's like, oh, I'm cooking risotto, mushroom risotto for the host family.
Is risotto made with rosé?
Risotto. She's making risotto for her host family, and I was like, oh dear Lord,
More cheese.
more cheese.
I just want to say, I did not get to attend the roast of Mimiosa in person. I was there in electronic spirit, but I have been able to watch the roast of Mimiosa since, and I think it went really well. I was honestly shocked that people had prepared.
Shooketh.
I was shooketh.
Shooketh.
I was shooketh. And I kind of wish that I had been able to do mine in person because I feel like the timing would have been better.
Yeah, actually, it would have been, because it was quite surprising how the timing was a little off because the audience when you left a pause, but it wasn't a long enough pause. For
Oh my God, people were laughing so hard that my pauses weren't long enough. I love it.
Yeah,
That's good to know.
yeah.
Good to know.
Rai saying it's good times. It was really good times. I've heard nothing but praise for the roast of Mimiosa. It was really good. I think even just asking people to put the phones down and not record the roast part kind of made people more
Attentive.
Yeah.
I will say that having watched the roast after the fact, I am so glad that the only recording of the roast is the authorized recording that is not going to be released to the public,
No.
because there were some jokes in there that definitely do not need to be taken out of context. Mostly that my forehead gets cut up and snorted like a brick of cocaine.
She's a brick house. She's mighty, letting all hang out. She's a brick
house. That was not even close to the worst thing that was said. But it was all in fun. And I think that people really understood that. And I was really stressed that you get to know more about how these people kind of relate to each other in their friendships,
Mhm.
in the way that they roast each other.
I feel like I was the least prepared of them all because I literally wrote my jokes, the day before.
You know what? Your alphabet joke was literary.
Literary, maybe even scholarly,
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 yes.
scholarly,
It was a historic
scholastics.
text.
Historic.
Just like Tiffany Morgan's panties, it was a historic text.
Oh,
Oh.
allegedly. Who said I wore panties?
Oh, goodness. Sorry, I forgot. Boxer briefs.
Oh, ooh, no,
No.
no,
She's like,
no,
no, just a
no,
nightie for me.
no, 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 no.
I do think that the roast was successful.
Mhm.
However, I think that the next roast, if we do another, I think there will be another, given the success of this one. I think that we should wait about a year. Well, no, because like anything, you need to give things time to breathe. Like a good bottle of red wine, you have to give it some time to breathe before you can
Mhm.
truly appreciate it. And we did a roast. It was a hit. It sold out beyond capacity. Shh.
N-
And I think
No.
that there are so many of the newer drag performers who are like, "Oh, now I want to do it. I want to do it." But you really have to take the time to prepare. You have to take the time to learn about the people around you. And I think that we should wait a year.
There needs to be another roast now, bitch. This is a comment.
Now,
Now, bitch.
now, but we just
Uh,
lost two people.
uh, oh dear. Oh,
That is perhaps the longest comment I have ever seen on
I
Maple
know.
Tea.
I know, and it's totally off topic from roasting.
Okay, well, we're just gonna clear the
Yeah, yeah.
topic and talk about whatever this is.
Well, but apparently, people want to see my garden.
That's not this podcast. In fact, that podcast stopped. Whatever did happen to Breakfast with Tiffany?
It went on hiatus, but I have thought about bringing it back, just to bring back talking about gardening stuff. So because I did start talking about gardening stuff here, and then you're like, you just start fading off into you're like,
Yeah, it's true. It's
"Ah."
because I'm allergic to pollen.
Well, I think most people are allergic to pollen, but um, goodness, an annual event. Some people are saying, oh, an annual
Yeah, an
event.
annual roast. I
Oh,
think that's a great idea.
and have a vote for the next victim.
Oh, a vote. A vote. Well, I mean, that's the thing is at a roast, everyone is the victim.
Everyone, yeah.
That's
Even the audience.
even the audience is of it. Well, yes, because if that roast is shit, then everyone else has to taste that shit.
Yeah. I think yeah, yeah. It was really, really good. And I think, having seasoned people too, right? Who are
Mhm.
very confident with being on the microphone.
And also understanding that no matter what's said, it's all in fun.
Yes.
And that is important because if
Yes.
you can't take a joke, you can't be part of a roast.
And you know what? I had coworkers in the audience. There was concerns. I was like, what are they gonna say? And then the coworkers are gonna come back to work and be like, is it true? Is it true that you have the goddess of Hercules? I was like, no, 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 no. It's not me. It's all those other bitches who
It's
have it.
true. All the other bitches.
All those
Tiffany's the
other
only one who's gone to the doctor and gotten the shots.
you have to have it.
You gotta
before-
get the shot. You gotta
you
get
have
it.
to,
You
you have
gotta
to
get
have
it.
sex before you get the goddess of Hercules. But I'm
No,
like,
I hear you can get it from toilet seats now.
a
No.
funny bone is yeah, exactly, because we were all laughing hysterically
We
too.
were I was laughing the entire time, and like you can tell that Lilith thought it was hilarious because she just kept like standing up and walking off stage. She's like, I can't with this anymore. It was great.
There were a couple of them where you're like, wow, like
Whoa.
you're like, it was kind of, it's funny. It's funny. You're like, I was really expecting a lot to be like really pushing the boundaries, but I don't think it was too pushy the boundaries.
There were a few jokes that I think were edging it.
Edging, yes, but
Edging,
not over
edging,
the
but not
line.
over the line.
Yeah.
And we
Which
also
is good.
which is good because That's the difference between like a good roast and just hateful jokes.
Hateful jokes, yes.
But yeah, I think we could do a roast annually. I think that we have the capacity to do that. But when we say that we prepared, like some of these people, including myself, have been writing jokes for 4 months. Like, and I had at least 20 more jokes that I was like, nope, cut, cut, cut. Because I was like, I need these to be not harsh. They need to be understandable and they need to be like fun.
You know what's so funny? I ended up picking because most of them had printed off pages and pages,
Mhm.
and they just left them, and I just literally threw them into the recycle bin about an hour
Oh my God,
ago.
I want to read them.
They're all in the recycling bin right now. Mine were actually on little cue cards that I'm like,
Oh, you are an old school like English teacher, aren't you?
I'm like, yeah, there
Yep.
we go, there we go. And what's in the letter? But Rowena, people have been asking me like, I was about to change the topic. Did you want to change the topic?
Sure, go ahead.
People have been asking me where the fuck you been.
I have been, around the world in 80 days. I was in Australia for the past 2 weeks.
Around the world, around the world, around the world, around
It's a
the
good thing I know what this
world.
reference is.
Yeah.
Some of you won't because it's 90s dance music, but
Was it 90s?
I'm pretty sure it's 90s, like late 90s,
Oh, okay.
maybe early 2000s. No, it's Daft Punk, right?
Yeah, it's Daft
Yeah,
Punk. Yeah.
it'd be early 2000s.
Okay, that's
Yeah, okay. It's still potentially 20 years old.
no, I understand that. I understand that.
Okay,
But there's
just letting you know.
there's this psychological 90s 2000s in
Oh,
my
I
mind
know.
these days.
I know, and that's why I am psychotic.
Even though I remember the 90s. But
I have been in Australia for the last 2 weeks for work. Everyone keeps asking me how it was, and my answer is exhausting.
work?
It's work. I like people think that I'm going on vacation every time I'm like traveling, but I'm not. Like I'm working, and when I'm working, I'm also like coming off work and then doing Kingston Pride shit and drag shit. And like while I was in Australia, I had to record a roast. So I mean, I got into drag.
That's only because of your poor fucking planning, girl.
Ugh, not even
You
poor.
had weeks ahead of time.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I should have done it early. I should have done it earlier with an audience. If I had done it with an audience, I would have had better timing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But just to clarify, you were not down in Australia filming for Drag Race or anything like that.
No, unfortunately, they wouldn't have me down under. Apparently, I'm not allowed beneath the sheets, only above the sheets. Yeah. I did, however, go
She clears her throat under the sheets.
I did, however, go to a musical and a concert when I was there, and I got called a faggot 3 times. So success.
3 times.
3 times. Oh yeah, that Instagram story was just the second time. So just in case people are wondering, Kingston's actually quite a nice city compared to some places.
You know, it does sometimes take. Yeah, you sometimes have to step back and be like, okay.
You know, I was wearing these exact same shorts.
Yeah, you definitely look like a faggot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just, maybe I shouldn't be using that word. Bad word.
Don't
Hashtag
use that
bad
word. Don't use that word.
Not even jokingly between friends. Ew, gonna sip for her, please, over there.
But I had a very nice time in Australia because I am a strong, confident woman, and if a straight man decides that he has so little self-confidence that he has to put someone else down, that's when I turn around and I'm like, yes, I am.
Yes, daddy.
Yes, daddy.
Yes, daddy. Yes, daddy.
It's how I know I'd be popular in prison. But I had a good time. I went for some runs. I went to a concert. Saw the Tina Turner musical. Yeah,
There's a Tina Turner musical.
There's a Tina Turner musical. I know.
I remember watching the Tina Turner movie.
Wait, there's a Tina Turner movie?
Yes.
Is it called Simply the Best?
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called now, but it was in the 90s, actually.
I need to find out.
There was a Tina Turner movie about her life up until, until her in the 90s, and how
Up
she
until that event in the
until that
90s.
90s, and how she found Buddhism and stuff like that.
Yes, she did find Buddhism.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
1993. It's called What's Love Got to Do with
What's
It? I
that?
almost got
Exactly,
it. I
exactly,
almost got it.
exactly. It's hey, it's got a lot of Ike and a lot of slapping. Let me
Oh,
just tell
Angela
you.
Bassett plays Tina
Yes,
Turner.
yes,
Oh, I want to watch
yeah.
this. It's got 96% on Rotten Tomatoes.
And when she, oh gosh. Anyway, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. Like, if I don't know if I would suggest it if you have some traumas there in your life, sort of situation, because it's full
She
on.
had so the musical as well. If you want to see it, just know there's a trigger warning at the beginning of it.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, they say there are a lot of things that have happened to this woman, and yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I do remember the scene when
Ike.
I'm just gonna ruin this movie for everyone, but
I mean, it's a real story. It's a true story.
when she
People-
fought back in the car,
yeah.
oh my God, you're like, yes,
Yeah.
yes, girl, yes. And like those legs are not just meant for sexiness.
Although the musical has reinvigorated my love of her music because I had forgotten a few of her songs. I'd forgotten some of them.
Oh,
I
really?
Can't Stand the Rain and Private Dancer and Nutbush City Limits. Some of these songs are so iconic and I'd forgotten about them.
It's funny. I think about that with Cher too. And I'm, traveling with my sister at Christmas and she puts in an album and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about this Cher song.
Yeah. It's the same. Well, there's also the Cher Show, which I've heard is terrible. But I mean, it's the same thing. These people have so many songs and so much repertoire that I wonder why Tiffany Morgan is constantly performing the same 3 ABBA songs.
The Tina Turner musical is coming to Toronto in June, and the movie is amazing. Okay. I haven't seen the movie since the 90s, so so my memory could be a little bit but I do remember her finding Buddhism.
Buddhism. Oh my goodness. Speaking of ABBA.
We're
going back to ABBA because I'm skipping over Buddhism. Did you know? So Sweden just won Eurovision
did they?
for the second time. The same person won twice.
Oh.
First time ever that a woman has won Eurovision twice.
Oh.
I know. Very exciting. What is going on here?
What's
this? What's going on with
Cable fell.
And so Sweden will be hosting Eurovision next year. And it will be the 50th anniversary of ABBA winning Eurovision.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think we should go. No? Sweden, Stockholm for May next year, Stockholm? No? We can go to the ABBA Museum.
No.
Okay, fine.
No. It'll be colder than here, for fuck's sake.
It will be, yes.
It will be colder than here.
But May is delightful. It'll be 10 degrees.
Well, I have
You can't leave your plants.
I can't leave my plants, but also I haven't talked to you about this, but I want to go to Chelsea Garden Flower Show, which is going on right now.
Chelsea, New York?
In UK.
Oh.
Chelsea Garden Flower Show. It is the garden flower show of the world.
Even bigger than the Tulip Festival in the Netherlands?
Oh, dear Lord. That is nothing. That is nothing.
It has nothing.
Nothing. No. Seriously, a lot of new plants are premiered here and stuff like that. But it's mostly
new plants.
Oh yes. They premiere the new plants, and
oh my God, it's like a fashion show for plants.
Well, some of it is, yeah, but it's also show gardens and all these celebrities and all these it's huge.
Real
it's huge.
celebrities or plant celebrities?
No, real celebrities.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Joanna Lumley. So the drag queen gardener of the UK gets press. So there's press day on the Monday. Drag queen gardener gets access to that.
Wait, but you're the drag queen gardener of Canada.
I am.
So can we get you a press pass?
I hope that we can. But I have to get over there.
We're gonna work on this.
But I have to get over there.
We're gonna get you sponsorship.
She met Joanna Lumley. She is literally, there's a video of them together.
We're going to get you sponsorship to represent the Master Gardeners of Canada as the Drag Queen Gardener of Canada to attend this flower show. We're going to do it.
Yeah, we
We're
yeah.
gonna do it.
So, but
If you want to
that's literally
sponsor
now.
Tiffany
That's
Morgan attending the Chelsea Garden Show, whatever it's called, this thing that I just heard about 10 seconds ago, and I'm now
Chelsea. Everyone just called
completely
it
into
Chelsea.
the
Yeah.
Chelsea. If you want to sponsor Tiffany Morgan going to the Chelsea, go to tiffany.com and press the tip option, and all of that
Okay.
money will go towards that.
That may be a little bit premature, but the thought is there. Like, I'm like, it's definitely on the bucket list, and I kind of think I need to go. I need to go.
I feel like you should. I feel like that's a great idea. I'm totally into that for you. I love that for you.
What is this? Oh, excuse me. Nappity Pride is all over sponsor. Yes, Nappity Pride has been
Oh my God, you're being
very
sponsored by
supportive.
Nappany Pride.
Has been very supportive of me, so thank you very, very much for that. But yeah, maybe next year, maybe the next year after that. But traveling's so expensive now.
It
Like
is.
how, like, because you were doing it for work,
Yeah.
but like, wow,
It was a lot of money.
because especially that hotel room that you upscaled to, that
I didn't
had the,
upscale. It wasn't even upscale.
you had a view of the Sydney Harbor Bridge.
I did have a view of the Sydney Harbor Bridge, but you know what? That was actually the less expensive of the 3 hotels that I was choosing between.
Really?
Yeah. The other 2, though, didn't have views. And I don't, oh no, one had a view of Hyde Park, which is a famous park in Sydney.
Well, it's a famous park in Toronto too, mostly for wolves.
Oh, but I did. I had a view of the Harbor Bridge. I was a 1-minute walk away from the rocks, which is craziness. I could see the, yeah, right, crown and sash representing Canada.
Yeah.
I know a crown and scepter maker in Calgary.
No, well, you can't because it is the royalty, so King
Oh my God,
Charles
Kate
does
and Will
come.
show up.
Yes, most of the families show up on press day. So or is it the day following, the morning following? Anyway, so King Charles and Queen Camilla.
Oh, I'm sorry.
toured. But also, Princess of Wales was there too. She has a trust that does a garden there too. So because of that,
You can't wear crowns and things
No,
because
no.
they are the queen and king.
Yes, there is actual rules. But did you
There
know
are
that?
rules.
There are rules. There are rules about that.
So no crown and scepter for you, but we can get you a lot of really fancy jewels.
Oh yeah, you can get all
Yeah.
the bling.
Oh, and a hat, a big hat. It's a British event. You have to wear a hat.
Hat for career girls.
We will get you an entirely another checked bag just for your hat. It'll be in a hat box. Does anyone here know a hat maker?
A hat, haberdashery at haberdasher.
Is that what a hat maker's called?
Haberdashery.
Haberdashery?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I'm
I'm learning things today. Tina Turner has a movie. Haberdasheries are hat makers. Tiffany Morgan was unprepared for the roast. So many things to learn today.
But, maybe I'm wrong.
What is a haberdashery?
Sells small articles for sewing, dressmaking, and knitting, such as buttons, ribbons, and zippers.
So what is a hat maker?
Well, maybe it's just a hat maker. I thought it was haberdashery.
I was misled. What is a hat maker called?
Millinery. Millinery?
Millinery. I thought it was called hattery. Like the Mad Hatter?
The sale of hats. Well, I thought he was a haberdashery, the Mad Hatter. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. So Marianne, tell me, haberdasher, is that a hat maker? Because I thought it was a hat maker, and then immediately Google told me no.
Apparently, Google is occasionally wrong. You do know that.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Yeah. They don't know everything. They don't know my secrets.
But I do.
I have secrets.
I don't know. I don't have secrets. Are we doing the ASMR
podcast time? Speaking of things that are no longer secret, you and I are doing YGK Beer Fest in 2 weeks. 3 weeks?
Yes.
3 weeks?
Oh gosh, it is, isn't it?
It's very. Did you know that June is only 8 days away?
Don't even, Rowena, why are you doing this to me? My heart, the palpitation.
I I was trying to. I sent you a list of my bookings.
Did you?
I did.
Did I delete
No,
it?
no, from by text. I sent you a list
Oh,
of the
okay.
bookings that I have by text, and I thought that I had started saying no to things,
No, you didn't.
but apparently I have been saying yes to things because in the next 5 weeks, aka from now until June, I have 24 bookings.
From now until June?
Sorry, now until the
Oh,
end of June.
and okay,
I
July,
have
let's just say.
24 bookings
24 bookings.
where I have to be in drag.
So you and me are emceeing the YGK Craft Beer Festival
Yeah,
on
which is
June
essentially
10th.
24 bookings because it's 8 hours long.
8-hour long day.
Yes, YGK Beer Fest, which is at Fort Henry,
Yep.
and it's hosted by the St. Lawrence Parks Commission. And it is an all-day event after Cannonball Crush. So if you're doing Cannonball Crush, you get free entry to YGK Beer Fest. Otherwise, it is a family-friendly event. I mean, your children can't drink, but they can come and attend. And if you want to be away from the children, you can get VIP tickets. In which case, you get special service by Tiffany Morgan.
Well, there is definitely a VIP area where we will be hanging out at because I believe
We
it's
will.
yeah, it's also air conditioned and that's where our change space
And
will
that's
be.
where our change space will be because we are the celebrities.
We are emceeing the entire day.
We
So
are.
there are going to be a lot of craft beer
Craft
brewers here. So there's Black Fly, there's Broad Head
Don't list them
Brewing,
all. That's a lot.
Daft Brewing.
So many from all the ones from Kingston, essentially, plus a whole bunch of other ones from around Kingston, like Perth, Orleans, like all these places. So come on out.
Smuggling
I think there's over
Water.
20.
It's insane.
It's insane. It's a lot. And you can taste all of them if you want to.
You can taste all of them. If you have enough of the drink tickets, tickets. See. Okay, thank you, Louise. So haberdashers sell hats and other furnishings for men's. Milliners cater to women.
See, you had the wrong gender. That's the issue because you need a milliner to make you your hat for Tiffany Morgan.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to that. And also on that day, Rowena, because like in Kingston, it's a big day.
Wait, is something else happening that day?
Yes, because Princess Street Promenade is happening that
Oh,
same
it
day
is.
too.
Yes, it is.
So if you're like, bitch, I'm broke, you can walk it up and down Princess Street for free without buying anything.
Yes, you can. You can promenade that promenade, and you can do all the free stuff because there are free activities.
Yeah,
for the whole family.
But I would suggest going up to the beer fest.
Yeah, do the beer fest first, and then go on the promenade, and then come back to the beer fest because there are concerts also happening all day.
A lot of live music.
Yeah, a lot of live music.
And yeah, so that we did keep that a secret for a long time, but now, no, not so much. Buy your tickets.
Buy your tickets now. Buy your tickets.
What else is going on? There's a lot more going on.
We've got a lot. I mean, you have I have. I have 4 events this weekend.
You have 4?
You and I are doing a special secret thing this Thursday.
Yeah, that's secret. Don't even mention the secret.
Oh,
how secret is it? It's
what is a sweet and sour drag show?
I don't know.
We're on dragshow.ca looking at all the upcoming events. Yeah. And there's one that neither of us have heard of before.
Oh, yeah. This is the Peterborough one. This is
Peterborough.
Yeah, it's our Peterborough friends.
Oh.
Because Betty Baker
is
part of Southeastern Ontario.
Yes, she is. She was just in Kingston.
Yeah, which I missed her. I'm also doing a show at Hey Darlin'
this Saturday.
Yes. So you did the first one. I'm going to do another one. And
who did the second one?
It's free to go in. It's free to go in, but buy some food or a drink.
Yep. I'm doing bingo this Thursday, of course, and this Saturday and this Sunday.
Oh yeah, you're out in the county this weekend. Yeah.
And then next week,
because who knows if the next time we'll have a maple tea because we are booked and blessed.
Oh goodness, yes.
Because who knows? These things are probably going to be like. So Pride in the Country.
Yeah, in Napanee. So You have a show in the afternoon. I have a drag story time in the afternoon.
Oh,
And yeah, it's not on there, but it's happening.
yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have a show in the evening with, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, two of the stars of Canada's Drag Race season 4, which isn't out until July. So come and watch them perform before they're famous. You want to see them.
Are you supposed to be doing that? You don't want to be on the blacklist. Stay off the blacklist.
I didn't say their names.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say their names.
Stay off the blacklist.
Say their names, say their names. When Canada's Drag Race not listening, you can say their names.
They're not listening to us.
They're not
Let's
listening
just be
to us.
honest. They're not.
They don't listen to us. They don't listen to us.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Do you say I'm getting sued?
I'm getting sued. You're canceled. Oh.
No. You're fine. Nope.
We totally have a blacklist. Well, we're totally on the blacklist.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Yeah.
So because it's Napanee Pride, not this weekend, the weekend after, the first weekend of June is Napanee Pride. So lots of events. I'm going to be there for all ages drag show.
Yes, at 5:30. 5:30.
At 5:30, yeah. You'll be doing drag.
I'll be
story
hosting
time.
both drag story time and the evening show, which is at like 8 p.m.
Oh, yes. Well, I think doors open at 7.
Yes, and they have
Um,
shuttle buses so that
yeah.
you can drink.
You can drink.
Mhm.
And then after that,
Lots of shows.
It's the 9th is Goodbye Live. I feel like we need to push that because I don't think people have been buying tickets to Liv King's
There
last
are
show.
wait, how many performers are in it now?
There-
14?
14 something. I don't know. For
Yeah.
the dollar amount that you're paying to get in there,
It's a lot of
it's
performers.
a lot of performers.
Yep.
So
It-
that's on June 9th.
And then she's leaving us.
And then she's
Then she's
leaving us.
gone.
And then she's gone. And then we're doing Craft Beer Fest, and we'll totally forget about her name because we'll just be dehydrated by the end of the night.
Mhm.
We'll just be like, "Who
Yeah.
is she again? I don't remember her."
It's because she won't be there to drink and burp at us.
Yeah. And then the weekend, June 16th. Wait.
That event is in Prince Edward County, and that's Pride. That's Pride weekend.
That's Pride weekend. Yeah.
I'm not doing that event. That event's not me.
This one?
Yeah, they know that I'm not doing that.
Okay, good. Because I suddenly I looked at it and I was like, girl.
No, I'll be running a boat cruise, aka getting drunk.
Yes, you'll be on the boat cruise with me
Mhm.
on June
Wait, where's Kendra going?
16th. Why is the boat cruise not on here?
Why is the boat cruise not on there?
I don't know.
Anyway, there's a lot of drag events in Kingston in June. As someone so thoughtlessly pointed out on your Facebook page last week.
Oh.
Mm.
Stop.
Anywho, I'm being a shit stir.
You're being she's just doing this. She's just stirring the pot. She's just stirring.
Double toil and trouble.
Oh, you know what's not on there as well is our new gay bar opening.
Well, we don't know the exact date that's happening yet, but it is in June.
So the owner has said to me, "I'm going to have a party on June 1st, even if I'm not open."
I'm not here for that.
We're gonna have a party at the Royal Tavern if we can't have a party at my bar opening up on June 1st.
The name of the bar is posted on the door now.
Club 338. Yes.
Club 338. Kingston's new gay bar is opening sometime in June. I have started advertising it for you, Jamie, just so you're aware, because people ask me all the time on Instagram. They're like, "We're coming to Kingston. What gay stuff is there to do?" And I usually say Grinder plus these events. So I put your thing is on my list of now shared places to do in Kingston.
When we say your thing of shared things to do, we meant your bar.
Your bar. That was what I was talking about.
Yes.
My brain stopped working about an hour ago.
Oh, goodness sakes.
Yeah.
It's just the petty.
It's the petty. My lovely. This is called Jelly Bracelet.
Oh, will that last like an entire month?
Yeah.
I'm tempted now.
Isn't it gorge?
I'm tempted.
It's
I'm
like this
tempted.
bright, sparkly, orangey peach.
Which is totally Rowena.
And I usually get like blues or reds, and I really love this color.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I need to. I think so Candace from Funeral Face Nail gave
She
me a
gave
whole
you
bunch of
nails.
yes, but also a whole bunch of nail polish, and it lasts forever and a day on my nails. And
Ooh.
I think
Did
I'm
she give you one
definitely.
of the color changing ones? There are some color changing nail polishes that are like red, silver, and you just go like that and it changes color.
Oh, for me there, I was hoping it was like a mood
Magic. You
ring, a
like put.
mood ring. You're like,
Oh,
what mood am I in?
that would be cool. What category are we on right now? What category are we on right now?
Click clack, click clack.
Yeah, that.
Don't go back.
Don't go back.
Yakety yak, yakety yak, do do do
Oh
do
my
do
gosh,
do do
Tiff,
do.
have you watched any of the Drag Race episodes?
Oh my god, are we getting into Drag Race now?
I
Rowena Way, I have not watched this. No, that's a lot. I have watched all the episodes.
uh,
And I'm waiting. Unfortunately, people have given me spoilers.
oh
And
no.
every day I'm like, is today the day?
But it wasn't. It
It
wasn't the
wasn't. It
day.
wasn't the day.
So I don't know if I like this season yet. I so something about it just feels very monotone.
Monotone.
Monotone. I don't know if it's the cast or if it's the fact that it's essentially the same thing that's happened every time for the last little bit. But I need something different, Rue. I need something different. Like All Winners was great because it was about how many challenges they can win and
Yeah.
not about them forming alliances and sending each other home. Because this feels less genuine,
Really? Okay.
at least to me.
Ah,
I'm also not watching Untucked because unfortunately it's no longer available in Canada on any streaming service, including OutTV and WoW Presents. And so I'm fucked.
it's not on Out TV either.
No, I don't know. I don't know how to watch Untucked.
You know, I don't know. Anyway, so it's the only reason why I pay like $23 a month for Crave TV is to watch this program. And honestly, I may even just cancel Crave TV. But if I start feeling your way too, if I start feeling the way that you're feeling right now, I might just be like, eh. But no, I'm enjoying it because I'm meeting all these season queens. Why did they suddenly turned up their fucking
Oh, the
volume?
budgies are budging.
Like I put a blanket over them and they were like so calm and quiet, and now they're calling us shit names back there.
They are.
But yeah, I'm liking the mixture of the fairly recent queens with the more seasoned queens, and I'm
Mhm.
really kind of enjoying it. Um, somewhat, yeah, somewhat. I am kind of enjoying it. It yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about it.
I don't know.
But
Maybe I just
I
haven't
am
been able
enjoying
to
it.
like
I
commit to
am
watching
enjoying
it
it.
yet because I watched 2 episodes when I was in Australia and I watched 1 episode while painting on Saturday for a bachelorette party. So I maybe I haven't really been able to commit to it
Yeah,
emotionally because I was just exhausted the entire time I was in Australia from jet lag and work. And on Saturday I was exhausted because I was painting.
yeah.
So maybe I just haven't, maybe I'm just not, maybe I need to rewatch it.
Do you like the twist?
The twist has no effect on me. I don't follow it. I mean, the Fame game, you don't actually get to see it. Like, I'm glad that they show us the runways. They do that briefly for like
Very
30
briefly.
seconds
Yeah, 30
for
seconds.
like all of them total. And so I feel like it's really not, I'm not feeling it. I'm not experiencing it because that's in Untucked. The Fame game is in Untucked and on social media.
Yeah.
And I don't need to be on social media more.
Yeah. Yeah. I've tried to excuse me, I've tried to step back as well
It's a publicity stunt.
on
The
social
Fame
media.
game is just a publicity stunt for Rue to be able to gain more followers, people to have more likes, more like more shares, more all these things.
But it doesn't direct them to Rue. It directs them to all the other
But
ones,
it does
social
because
media.
RuPaul is also sharing these things and they're sharing the things that RuPaul has and like RuPaul's Drag Race has. It really is just publicity.
Well, I just like the idea that people can actually potentially generate more funds for them because they've put in all these looks.
Yeah.
It's meant for the looks, like all these looks that you put in thousands of dollars for. And then you're like, well, all I can potentially make on them is social media followers. Well, no, you could potentially,
Potentially make 50
win.
grand. And you can also give a shout out to all those designers who worked on
Yeah.
those outfits, which is something what I really want them to do.
Yeah, it's a
So
sales technique.
what
Yeah.
they've done is a step towards acknowledging the work that the queens put in towards the outfits. But what I
Mhm.
really want them to do is, like, when the queen has an outfit that they can say, I want them to be able to say, well, this was designed by, so that they actually give a shout out to people, because it actually would be really beneficial to me as a drag performer who maybe wants to go on the show one day to know the names of some designers who will design for drag queens.
Well, I did watch a program where it's like, don't call this person because they don't, they say yes and then they don't do it.
Yeah, that happens too. But that
Um,
happens in every business, including drag. Drag queens don't show up for gigs.
oh dear Lord, yes. Um, hello, divas. Hello, divas. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So in the program, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's not much to say. I do like watching the All Stars.
Hmm.
And and yes, but I also get the feeling that at the end of the day, it's just going to be the newish queens are going to be at the top because I kind of get the feeling that I don't know. I was just going to say, like, I don't want it to sound. I don't know how to put this delicately, because the more seasoned artists, I don't think I don't know if they are on the same level of this is what you need to do to win sort of thing, right?
Hmm. They're not playing the game quite as strongly.
They're not playing the game quite as strongly. They're kind of playing like how you would expect to play, like in a new program or something. But this is so formulaic now. We all know this,
It is.
right?
It
It's
is a
so
formula.
formulaic.
It's produced. It's, yeah.
You know how you're going to keep getting pushed on to the next, blah 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 blah, and I kind of worry that that some of the season queens are not going to necessarily make it all the way. I would love to see a season queen go all the way to the
I would love to
end.
see Jessica Wilde go all the way to the end.
Um, I can't even remember Oh, Jessica Wilde, yes.
She's the one who won the most recent lip sync.
Chickens.
Coconuts, my coconuts. You can put them in your mouth. Right now, right
So,
now, right now, right now.
So if you ever get on Drag Race, girl,
Yes, buy a breastplate.
yes,
Yeah, I have been told this. I was told this weekend
the chicken.
because I have
chicken.
refused to buy a breastplate,
I
and because it's not my drag. It's just not what I do.
no.
But apparently, you need one in order to make them
Well,
laugh.
for RuPaul to laugh hysterically, yes, you like
RuPaul, just like every other gay man, finds bouncing titties hilarious.
dirty pillows, dirty pillows.
Mhm.
Oh, that was a terrible term for those.
Dirty pillows.
Yes.
Okay. I've never heard that term before.
Oh, okay.
It's a choice. It's a choice.
Bad.
Yeah.
It's a choice. It's a choice. What are you getting messages coming in? What's going
Work,
on here?
work
What's
messages.
going
Work
on in here?
messages.
Work messages. What? You're not on the job? Do they think you're still in Australia? Is that what's going on here?
As of last week, I got a promotion, so I'm now on the job more than I am.
Uh, oh. We'll be raising the new Progress Pride flag in the GTA. Oh, that's great!
Yay! Excellent.
And yes, those pillows get washed. Yes, those pillows get washed.
They do every day in the shower, or most days.
Well, this kind of goes back full circle because when you were being called the F word down in Australia, and then appreciating being Kingston, I'm reading about in the Waterloo area how they were raising a pride flag at one of the schools, and a third of the students were not in attendance at the school.
Yes, it was a religious school.
No, well, it's a public school, but it was a
religious protest.
By the sounds of it, yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's but you keep hearing about like the Guelph Waterloo kind of area, right? You keep hearing all those
Well,
stories.
so and it's there is fear. And I've noticed this more recently because, as many of you know, I am on Kingston Pride.
Mm-hmm.
Um, every time that I'm planning an event with partners, people are telling me, they're like, oh, and we have contingency plans in place for security. We have contingency plans in place for police. We are making sure that we are aware that protests will happen. And usually I'm the one as Pride saying these things.
Yeah, yeah.
And now it's other people coming to me saying, like, we recognize that this could be danger to not only attendees, but other people. And it makes me so sad
Yeah, yeah.
because we were moving in the right direction and now we're not.
Well, and it just seems so weird that it's kind of regional almost,
It
you
really
know?
is.
But it's like, yeah, yeah. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. Anyway, I would suggest to read that article that in Guelph today that I probably still have up on my Facebook on my website too. But I thought that was a really well looked into article about that kind of backlash sort of thing. So yeah, it makes you appreciate Kingston
It really
sometimes.
does. King, as much as
Sometimes.
as much as Kingston does not have a very visible queer community sometimes,
Yeah,
um,
it's a supportive
it's a
community.
supportive
I yeah,
community.
yeah,
It is. And that is ever more prominent during Pride.
yeah, and that's why the city of Kingston should approve that gay bar with only 2 washrooms for 100 people capacity.
I don't
Okay.
know if 100 people can fit in that gay bar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They know they can't. They
No, they
can't.
can't. No,
Yes,
they
they
can't.
can. Standing room, dear. Standing
Standing room.
room.
Well, I mean, the gays do love rubbing against each other.
My coconuts. You can put them in your mouth
Because you don't have a choice because they're so close to you.
because they're so close to you.
Speaking of Pride, though,
Okay, so Rowena, if this is your last maple tea before Kingston Pride, because let's just
it's
be
very
honest,
possible. I will not
the
have any free time.
possibilities are there. The possibilities are there. But what do you have to say to the listening audience?
I have to say that Pride Month starts in 8 days. And it is important to be visible, to be out and proud, stay safe, but bring your family, bring your friends, bring people who maybe wouldn't usually be exposed to queer culture out to some events next month because it is the time when some of us feel the most alive and the most welcome. And the more people you bring out, the more welcome we will feel. And also the more you can educate people who might not know much about what's going on. So check out dragshow.ca, check out kingstonpride.ca,
Mm-hmm.
and come on out. Bring your family, bring your kids, let them learn in a safe environment.
Yes. Go to dragshow.ca, your
Yeah.
source for drag shows in and around Kingston.
Maybe your next maple tea will be like an interview with the chair of Kingston Pride. We've done that before.
Maybe it will be.
Maybe,
maybe it will be. Maybe
everyone
it
will be
will
like, "What the fuck?"
or maybe it'll be the chair of Greater
Maybe
Napanee
we can
Pride.
do Greater Napanee Pride.
Greater Napanee Pride.
Oh my god, we could have the chair of Greater Napanee Pride as a guest next week.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm not here. I'm in Calgary.
Oh, she is away.
I literally am away.
And so you can find our podcast, but maybe not the last episode because I don't
She's
think
just gonna delete it.
I haven't made it yet, I don't think. But our podcast is on themapletea.ca. Themapletea.ca. And on your Spotify's, Apple Podcasts,
You know, all of those.
all those places.
Those places. I think that'll become the lost episode.
The lost episode?
Yeah, the last episode will be the lost episode. Just accidentally press delete, and then only the 20 people who watched it live will have been able to watch it.
Oh.
It'll be gone from the netherverse.
Oh. Chris, who I believe is the chair of Greater Napanee Pride. Apparently, I'm dialing you up next week. So
Apparently, look at that. See?
hopefully the broadband is good. I also want to get Liv Kane in here too before
she
she's gone.
skedaddles.
She skedaddles as well.
She is wild to have in the studio.
Yeah, so maybe we can have both all three. Oh, goodness sakes! Ooh, it's going to be a little
three-way. Oh yes, yeah.
But yes, because Greater Napanee Pride. Hey, if you want to experience Pride, like yeah, because it has quite the Pride spirit.
It
Greater
does have a
Napanee
Pride spirit.
You know, it has
Yeah.
quite this little Pride spirit, small town Pride spirit, and I like that.
Yep.
But that's
that
anyway,
is the weekend of June 3rd.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what was I going to do? Oh, so you can find Rowena Way.
You can find me at rowenaway.com. That is ROWENAWHEY. Whoa, I slurred that. .com. And of course on all of my social medias, because there are many.
And you have links from your website too, social media, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Rowena Way, ROWENAWHEY.
You can also link from my social media to my website.
Oh, look at that. Really?
I know,
You're
right?
all connected.
Cross-posting.
Yes.
You can also tip me on my Instagram. And then your name is
Tiffany Morgan, and you can find me on tiffany.com. That's TYFFANIE.com.
And the corner of Queen in Montreal.
That's a classy corner. That's
it
not
is
me.
So classy. It's so classy.
That's not me. I'm normally by the Extended Gas on Montreal Street, you know.
You can also find her at the Chelsea Dog Show.
Dog show. Dog show. Dog show.
You have been listening to What's the Maple Tea? Listen to all of our old episodes on streaming services everywhere or on themapletea.ca. Good night, everyone.
And happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.